call in. Somebody's got to break the ice. Please call in, and you will receive a reading right now on the air. We'll discuss it. We'll give relationship advice to you, and Dawn will be in the audience. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Psychic Love Doctor Show.
Yes, welcome.
This is Deborah Lee. I am the original Psychic Love Doctor. I have with me a brand new Psychic Love Doctor. This is Dawn. She
I'm not so new.
No,
just a little bit new. I'm your resident healer. I was sending energetic healing. We've had quite a night.
Yeah, you have to forgive us. Please, as we get started here, we barely had time to sit down, and it was time to get going. Daryl and I got stuck in horrible traffic, and we are also experiencing like the monsoon of monsoons and snowing north of us and south of us, but of course we get the rain.
And sleet.
Yeah, and sleet. And then we were having technical problems, so we're just happy to be here. Now, for those of you that are listening as newbies, you're brand new to the whole Psychic Love Doctor thing. I use ordinary playing cards. There, I'm showing them to the camera. And that is, if you are watching us on Facebook Live, you are able to see us. Ta-da! Here we are. Otherwise, you can always catch us in the replay also on the podcast at Kcaa. Now, boy, trying to gather our thoughts here.
Yes,
this is a method for newcomers, as I was going to explain, that I learned about 35 years ago. And I learned it from my grandmother, who always seemed a little wiggy. I don't know how else to put it. But it was because she knew things. This woman only had a 6th grade education, but she was like a savant. Come to find out, when she's 70 years old, we discover she's been reading cards all along.
I never told you anything?
No, because the family, well, there's that religious stigma attached to this type of thing, of psychic readings.
Wow.
So she basically did it in the closet, and then she came out of the closet.
Oh, my goodness.
Taught me 2 years before she passed away.
Wow.
And anyway, here we are now after I was dubbed the Psychic Love Doctor by AOL in the 90s. And the name has just sort of stuck ever since. So tonight we are going to give you free readings. We're going to discuss a topic, and we're going to talk with you and share some relationship advice.
Yes, we are. But first, we'd like to give you the phone number so you can call us to get a free reading and some distance healing. The number is 909-792-5222. That's 909-792-5222. Give us a call.
Yep.
And Deborah Lee will give you a reading, and you can ask about anything you'd like to ask.
Be first on deck, and we will make you our star for the night. So, anyway, Dawn, you said you had a marvelous topic for us.
Well, maybe marvelous. I was just kind of looking around on the, internet, and I stumbled across this big thing. This guy has written this book about certain words you need to say to a man to totally make him fall in love with you. And have you heard of that?
No, but do you know his
so
name? What the work is?
I have to look that up. But this is a different article I saw. So I just started looking it up because I found it interesting, because this guy was saying, oh, if you say these certain things, no doubt the man will fall in love with you. So it's the man wants to be a hero. So you're supposed to say these things to make him feel like a hero.
Okay, what would that be?
So here are emotional trigger phrases that you're supposed to use to make this man fall in love with you. We want to know how Daryl feels about this. And how you feel about this, like if you think these are really a thing, okay?
All right.
So this first basic one is, I want you.
We're supposed to say that?
We're supposed to say, I want you. And that's supposed to emotionally trigger the person, to make them feel more special. What do you think about that one?
I think it works.
You think so?
But I think you want to use it in the best timing available.
Right. You would just sit there over the kitchen counter and say it. Have to be the right timing.
Or the minute you open the door, and yet maybe that would be a really provocative way to start a relationship.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Hi, come on in. I want you. All right.
That's right. Okay, ready for the next one?
Ready.
Have you been working out?
Okay.
So they say men want to feel like they look great, and they want you to acknowledge that.
What do you think, Daryl? Do you like being asked, have you been working out?
Yeah.
Really? Really? And the first one was I want you. What do you think about that one?
Oh, that's very good.
Oh, maybe we're onto something here.
I think you have got us a winner.
Oh my, okay, all right. Well, the first two are good. All right, this one. Have you grown?
Grown? As in,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, it took me a minute. I'm like, wait, but if you're with a man, what? And then I realized, oh, okay. I didn't know that was a possibility after people reach.
I think you can express that just by going,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That took me, I was a little slow on that one. It took me a minute to figure that one out.
Have you grown?
Okay. I love it when you do that.
Oh, yeah. I would think that's
so she already knows that one.
Well, I would think that would work really well because if he's rubbing your neck or, you know, tickling your toes, doing something you really like, I think you have to interject that.
Okay.
So you get more.
What do you think, Daryl? I love it when you do that. Yes, Daryl's saying yes. Okay, so far this woman has got it going on. She knows what's what. Okay, and then you make me feel safe.
Oh, I don't know. Do you want to feel like an emotional life preserver?
No.
No. Okay. So nix on that one.
I think so. What do you think, Dawn? Could you imagine yourself telling some guy?
No.
Oh, honey, you make me feel so safe.
No. I'm your woman. I don't know what to think about that.
She took my breath away.
What do you say, Daryl?
Yep.
Oh!
But what if it's too soon?
I would be so embarrassed to say that. I don't think I could say it.
I don't think I could either.
I don't think I could say it.
For one thing, I've always wanted to have a little mystery and be a little hard to get.
Yeah.
Make them kind of work for it.
Yeah. Well, they like to be sure of things. They need to be reassured, and that reassures them, apparently. Okay. All right. And then I love you, which, I mean.
And even that, you throw that in too soon.
Yeah.
That could be a real deal breaker, I think. Because, well, imagine the people that we know that have come to us as clients. Imagine the ones that are going through relationship trouble. Isn't that a big part of the reason they fell too soon?
Yeah.
So apparently, Daryl, you guys want a lot of it to be your idea.
Yes.
And I think the most clever women know to make these things be your idea by pushing the right buttons.
Yeah. I think we might be onto something. It's it's about the hero instinct. So the guy wants to be the hero. So there are all these things that you can say to make him feel like a hero.
So I want to know.
Instantly fall in love with you.
How do you get him to do the dishes? How do you get him to vacuum or clean the bathtub? Or that.
Ask him if he's grown.
Don, that was quick. I like that. Come on, people. Call us. We're ready with the hot deck.
Well, I have a question for someone.
Okay.
Her name's Elizabeth, and she's been very ill. She's a very young person, just starting off in college, and she has a lot of health problems. And then they know what they are. You know, she's been to the doctor, and you know they're kind of ongoing. But I want to know if maybe she's going to get a break. You know, she's constantly getting sick, and you know,
a lot of times the illness is manifested through other things. Could be stress, unhappiness, anger is a big one. So just know, though, we have to put out a disclaimer anytime we go to do a reading based on, medical information or legal information, that the internet gods mandate that we must tell you that we are not medical practitioners. We don't have a law degree, and so we really can't address the issue head on. But what we can do is a really nice workaround where we can tell you about the atmosphere, tell you about the environment, the whole environment.
Yeah, just look at me if she's going to get a little break, because just when she feels like she's getting a break, then something else will come up.
Right. So. Okay, this is for Elizabeth. We're going to find out if she will start to feel better.
Yes, so Deborah Lee is using a regular deck of playing cards, and I might add they are fabulous because they have her picture on the back. And that's probably my favorite thing I have seen all day long. And by the way,
it sounds so.
Well, no, I love it so much.
Like arrogant or conceited. I did not make these cards. They were made for me by
amazing.
By a card reading student. So Stacy, darling, thank you so much.
They are the best thing I've ever seen.
I love them.
Deborah Lee is laying out her spread, and this tells not just about the answer to the question, but also maybe some other areas that might be of concern, especially in a case like this where we might be looking at other factors that might be influencing
Exactly.
how this person is feeling and maybe what's coming up in the future for her. So hopefully, we'll get a good take on that.
And
Yeah.
I mean, they really couldn't be any more plain.
Oh, good. That's great.
What I'm getting here at the heart or the core of this whole situation is that I think you are dealing with a very treatable depression.
Oh, wow.
That has manifested itself through illnesses. And it isn't that she's a hypochondriac or anything like that, but what I'm perceiving is that it's almost as if she can be her own worst enemy, and it's a viable roadblock to her own future success and happiness.
Right.
Sometimes we actually fear our own future, well, success, happiness. We fear it. So subconsciously, we'll put things in our path. With her, there couldn't be a bigger light at the end of the tunnel. I hope, Elizabeth, you hearing this, that it will feel like a huge weight lifted off your shoulder. I suggest that you could seek some holistic therapy. You don't have to go the whole psychiatrist and pill route, which a lot of us have done, but you can take it down a more natural path.
Right.
Seek out different natural healing methods. Reiki's great.
Right. Yes. Yes. And I actually send her Reiki a lot.
Try hypnotherapy. I mean, there's so many, meditation, so many things that you can do that will literally lift you out of this dark, seemingly ill place that you are in and get you back on the road to the abundant, happy life that you deserve to live. You know, some of these things go all the way back to our childhood.
I agree.
It's amazing, isn't it, that so much emphasis is placed on how we were raised. And now a lot of us that are baby boomers, we were raised in an era where people had kids without planning. There was no family planning back then.
Right.
Oh, all of a sudden the rabbit died back in those days.
And you were seen and not heard back then.
You were. Boy, or you were knocked right into the middle of next week. And to me, growing up in that type of era, it was fear is respect, and you just don't forget that.
That's
where
right.
You flinch when your mom or dad walks by. You're being very respectful.
Yes, exactly.
So nowadays, though, I think that people are raising their kids with more awareness and more hands-on, taking the time.
Right.
And you as an educator, Dawn, I think you folks play a big role in that. Back in the day, it was like sink or swim. You don't do your homework. Too bad.
Right.
Yeah. And now it seems that you are actually holding parents a little bit responsible. So for Elizabeth, hey, things are definitely going to get better.
Oh, good.
I would like her to face the new year saying to yourself, January 1, I'm hitting the road running. This is going to be my time for healing. And watch and see by Valentine's Day if you don't have a completely different perspective on your life and, where you're going. So please, I suggest you find somebody, a life coach, a therapist. If Lisa was here with us, and she's off at the Cinderella ball.
Yes, she is looking right beautiful. We saw pictures.
Yes, she is in Indiana tonight. And hopefully she won't lose one of her glass slippers.
No, let's hope not.
On the staircase. So.
That's right. Well, give us a call. I'm sure everybody's busy tonight shopping and doing all kinds of things, but the number is 909-792-5222. That's 909-792-5222. Give us a call, and Deborah Lee will give you a free reading, and we'll send some distance healing.
And I'll tell you what, I'll sweeten the deal. The first 3 callers that call in, I will give each of you a private 30-minute phone session with me, or we'll do it over Skype, or we'll do it over Facebook private video chat. So be one of the first 3, and you've got me. I'm all yours.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, doesn't it?
My phone,
I love free things. I love freebies. Did you get the other deck ready for me?
Yep. It's been ready.
So often I'm asked things like, if I wish hard enough, can I make what I want come true?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I tell everybody, it has to have potential for becoming reality within the framework of your life, or I don't care how much wishing or hoping you do.
Right.
You cannot open a door that's just going to stay locked.
Right.
It's the wrong door.
Right. And you also cannot manifest for other people. That's something that I think people don't understand.
Explain.
Only manifest for yourself. You can only manifest for yourself.
Wow. That's kind of news to me. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
But
you
I don't
can
know.
wish someone well or say
Yeah.
prayers for someone, but if you're trying to manifest, you really can only do it for yourself.
Well, isn't that interesting information?
Mm-hmm.
But then maybe we can sometimes break the rules.
But we can try.
Like if Daryl's up for a new position.
But you could sing good thoughts or say a prayer. But as
Yeah.
far as manifesting goes, it's a little bit different. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, sometimes also speaking it out loud, I think, is an excellent manifestation tool. If you're alone or, talking with people.
Right.
If I were to say to you, Dawn, I really hope that I will win a Nobel Peace Prize. What do you think the potential for that's going to be? Not very big.
Right.
I think it
Exactly.
might be right up there with the lottery, which you can try all you want, but I don't think that.
Yeah. You know what they say about that? I've read about manifesting, the lottery, and they always say you have to 100% believe what you're asking for can come true. You have to 100% believe it. And most people don't really believe they'll win the lottery. They hope they will. But it has to be something that you really believe will happen.
I can see that.
Very, because it's just the odds are just not good.
So, Daryl,
So-
what have you got on your Facebook lineup? Well, we have a lot of Christmas shoppers out there.
Yes, we do. Well, I want to talk about something then.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. I was thinking, it's the holiday season, and I was thinking about how people, kind of feel lonely this time of year. It can be a really difficult time for people, and maybe some ideas for people that are feeling alone. What can they do to feel a little bit better this time of year and not dread, the holidays that are coming?
Number one on the list, I would like to say that if your house is not in the line of fire, literally, out in California, you should be very
Yes.
grateful
Yes.
that this is not happening where you
Exactly.
live.
And gratitude is important.
It's
Yes,
number
I
one,
agree.
I
I
think,
agree.
in terms of manifesting a happy, beautiful future for yourself. But then if you are out there, to me, I feel there's always a good lesson attached. And, of course, none of these folks who are so brokenhearted and devastated right now want to think about the silver lining to that cloud. But it's amazing. Sometimes it can be about bringing people closer together. It can be about realizing how meaningless
Possessions
you are,
Mhm.
how much life is to be
Yes,
treasured and
it's-
appreciated, and just all the little things that we take so for
Right,
granted.
Right.
Something else I think we can do during the holidays is not blow it out of proportion. In a sense, if you think about military people who deploy, a lot of us here in Hampton Roads, where we are, Virginia Beach, there are tons and tons of people that are at sea right now, that are over in the Middle East. They're all over the globe. They're not home with their families.
Right.
They're
Right.
not going to be there to ring in the new year. But you know what? We've, Dawn, you've been a military wife. I have also, and now I'm still, as a retired.
And I'm a military brat also.
Right. So you
yeah.
learn how to not let these things become overblown.
Right.
Learn
I
to
agree.
adapt and overcome.
Excellent,
Yes,
Daryl.
exactly.
Excellent.
But maybe a little laundry list of things people can do to help themselves. I was reading up a little bit about it. One that I read is really important. Even though you're alone, try to decorate a little bit. Even
Yeah.
just a little bit. Even a small tree, something. Bake some cookies, watch some holiday shows, do some things that kind of get you in the spirit or make you think about, when you were younger, when growing up. And I read that that's a really good thing to do. Not to pretend it's not happening.
Right. Another thing you could do is go out and buy a box of Christmas cards. It's like a dying art form. People send those internet things now.
Oh, yeah.
But go out and buy a nice box of cards, a book of stamps, and send, it's going to be time consuming to sit down and
Yes.
send a note with a card to Cousin Mary and Uncle Bob, and, maybe just check in
Right.
by doing something
I agree.
like that.
I agree. And another thing I read was volunteering, of course, is always a great thing to do this time of year.
Oh,
And
yes.
it takes you out of yourself, because I feel like when you're depressed, the best thing to do is do for someone else. So no, there's so many opportunities to volunteer.
The soup
year
kitchen
round, of
is
course,
not going to
but
turn down an extra
no,
pair of hands.
no. I mean, there's
for
so
sure.
many. I mean, you could do a food drive. You could do anything, you know.
Get a little job. I mean, it might be a little too
Take a
late
second.
now, but
Mhm.
when they do run those ads saying hiring for
Right,
the
like a
holidays,
second.
take a little. If you don't,
Like a
if
little
you're retired,
part-time.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
busy in various chat rooms online devoted to, say, gardening or writing a novel. I mean, you can find
Right.
find a chat going on somewhere about just about anything.
I think that's a big one, is to be thinking about other people, because when you're thinking about someone
Yeah.
else and staying busy, you can't think about yourself or being upset. It's like almost impossible. So,
I think that's a great idea that you've brought up, Dawn. Now, I have to tell you, when you don't have money at Christmas, this can be really,
yes.
really
Difficult.
a black cloud over your happiness for the day, too. You know what? Just think of it this way. If you give somebody your love and attention all year long, they don't need a present. You've already given it to
That's
them.
right.
And homemade things go a long way.
I actually appreciate that a lot when I
A
get home.
homemade gift?
Yes, definitely. Yes. Even bake something.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you can buy home baked things. That doesn't cost too much if you do it from scratch. And
No, a young couple I knew, they were just a brand new Navy couple.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. This was their way of what they did on birthdays and their anniversary and also Christmas. They would say, pick out a store, and what they would do is each go their separate way and pick out, first of all, a card that they would give to each other and a gift. And then they would meet up, and they weren't going to buy it because they didn't have the money, but they would exchange a gift right there in the store.
That's so
Honey,
nice.
this is the union suit I want you to wear when you're not cold. I mean, when you're too
I
cold.
love that.
Isn't it?
Yes.
And the most romantic cards, because the sentiment gets conveyed.
Right, right. Without spending the money.
And they're going to look back as he rises in rank. They're going to look back and remember the simplicity of those days.
I love that. I love that.
So I always thought that was pretty
Yes,
special,
because
too.
money can be tight, and it makes it stressful, especially for parents who want to get things for their kids.
Oh, yeah.
It's so stressful.
Like Barbie's, we talked about this last week.
Yes.
Barbie's Section 8 housing.
Yeah, yes.
And that's another point to bring up. Thrift stores have a lot of great finds.
They really do. They really do. People will take things, they're brand new with the tag still on them sometimes.
And sometimes those people have passed away, and they would love to see their clothing or their belongings end up in the hands of somebody that would care for them.
Yes.
So,
all right, let's give out that phone number right now, 909-792-5222. Give us a call, and Deborah Lee will give you a free reading.
Absolutely.
And I will send you some distance healing. I'm assuming people are out and about shopping.
I think so. Yeah, this is the time of year when I usually will title our shows as Christmas Wishes and New Year's Dreams. You may be wanting, as the new year or the year is winding down, to get a reading and find out how great is my new year going to be.
Right.
You know, am I going to find the right partner to marry? What will the new year bring in general?
Right.
And it can be really enlightening.
That's exciting.
I know it is.
So they should call right now, 909-792-5222, and find out what's going to happen in the new year. I love it. All right, well, I have a question.
Okay.
How's that, since we're
all right.
So my sons are in a band, and they're playing
And
a
they're
show tonight.
Fantastic.
And they're headlining.
musicians.
But there's another band there that, you know, it's kind of exciting that they're going to be there. So I'd like to know how tonight is going to go.
For your sons?
For them, yes. For their band. See.
Does the other band know them?
No, I mean, they always network and talk during the shows. I'd like to see how things are going to go for them.
All right. Now, as we were mentioning, I'm not doing a 1 or 2, 3 card pull of the deck. I'm actually doing the full 24 card layout. I'd rather see the whole playing field rather than...
Especially in a case like this could really tell us, because there are other people involved.
And the cards are awesome when it comes to career moves. They really seem to have quite a knack for figuring out what's really going on here. So let's see. Now remember, your sons are in a highly competitive profession.
Right.
So I think, though, a lot of times the jealousy that they may face is actually envy of some other musicians saying, gosh, I wish I could play like that.
They haven't run into too much of that. They've really run into some nice people, and they're very determined. So,
well, I think that they have already garnered some fans.
Oh, they do. They have, yes,
yeah, and the fans are going to. But my hunch is your sons wish the turnout would be better tonight, and it's a dismal night.
It's
dismal.
Out. It's raining.
So with them, though, I think it's important for them to keep high expectations in that type of field. Reach for the stars. You can at least get the moon.
Well, and networking with one of the other bands would probably be what would be the best thing for them right now. So they'll be able to do that.
And being a little outgoing toward the other bands. Well, that's good.
Okay, well, we have Ashley from Virginia. Ashley, how are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
We're great. We're so glad you called us. You're one of the few people, I guess, not out Christmas shopping in this horrible weather. What would you like to ask Deborah Lee tonight?
Well, I have actually had readings with Deborah before.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
And she is amazing.
Yes, she is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I did have a question I thought maybe you guys could help me with.
Okay.
I am trying to understand my mother at the current moment.
I'm sorry.
Her mother.
What about your mother, hon?
We are just really kind of clashing. I'm trying very hard to understand where she's coming from. But right now I have a family and I live with her. And I'm trying to get more stable. And my boyfriend works. One of our children's in school, and I'm trying to get back to work after having our son, and she is completely against it. She wants me to stay with her and go back to school, and I feel like it's kind of just perpetuating the cycle that we're in. So I'm trying to figure out...
Does she need to be taken care of? Is that why she wants you to stay with her?
No, she wants to take care of me and my family while I pursue more education.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to get on their feet and become independent.
Right.
And mothers, I'm sorry to say, and I am one, Don is one, we tend to really sometimes hover too much, sometimes try to make decisions for our kids when we really need to let them live their lives now.
Right.
And Ashley's got children, and she has, career aspirations, and I think it really would be time for her to move on and get things going. I'm going to tell you right now, Ashley, and by the way, so I don't forget, you've won a 30-minute free reading with me, and since you're local, you can come to the office, or we can do it over any form of technology you would like. I want to tell you, here's what it is. Here's the bottom line about your mother. She needs to be needed. It's a really strong, need on her part. And you, as her only child, you're the only one that can provide her with this sense of necessity from Mom. The thing is, though, Mom has nurtured too much. And so, Ashley, you feel smothered, and I'm sure you would agree to that. And your mom, means well, but mothers can be very overbearing, and we need to respect the boundaries of our children. Yep. But she is fearful of you moving out because she's going to be alone.
So she's not married. She doesn't.
Well, no. Mom needs to have a healthy social life of her own.
Does Mom not have that?
She tends to be a bit of a workaholic.
Oh, okay.
No,
what are you thinking, Ashley?
She's very not social. I know we really are her only interaction besides work, but it seemed like she really thought me going back to work was a horrible idea and that I should, go back to school and take advantage of living with her for however much longer. But I'm really not happy with the situation we're in. I didn't know if it was like she really thought it was a bad idea or if there's something else like making her be so pessimistic about me going back to work.
And she has she has trouble trusting your own judgment. You know, if we try to remember, you're very precious and special to her. The thing is, though, also your cards are cautioning that you need to move gently with her. Try not to turn this unconsciously into this huge knockdown breakout fight, because they're all the ingredients are there. It's like you're living in a tinderbox right now.
Boom.
Yeah, so now that you have won a free reading, we can work on this more in depth, you and me together. But I just want you to know that it looks like the father of your darling baby has decided it's time maybe to put his big boy pants on.
Oh.
And he wants to start being a better provider. Seems there's been an epiphany here for him of either you start stepping up or see that thing over there, it's called a door.
All right.
And I think, Ashley, you've been a little bit proactive on that count. So yes, that's what it is. She still wants to be needed. If you move away from the home you're living in, she's going to not have that sense of hovering over you, 24 hours a day. But I think you're going to get out from under her thumb. You're going to get a life and a place of your own, especially since Daddy is now perceived to be stepping up, as he should be. So, hon, I'm gonna make this short now and just say, try to be gentle with her. She means well. She really does. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Take care, and send me a message so I can set up your reading with me. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Deborah.
Oh, you're welcome,
Thanks,
hon.
Ashley.
Call
Bye.
us again. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
we have Joyce from California. Joyce, how are you?
Joyce. Hello.
Are you there, Joyce?
Oh, I hope we didn't lose her. Well, hopefully she'll call back.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe she had to do something.
You know, with
back.
Ashley's situation is very typical, I think, of good parents. And it is hard to let you. Well, you're in a bit of a conundrum yourself.
Not yet, because they're still.
Well, they're still
It's
here.
not time. Yeah, when they're ready to go, I'll be ready for them. It'll
They
be fine.
absolutely adore you.
Yeah, but I'll be fine when they go. But they're still kind of young. But for her with her own children, that's a whole different ballgame. I feel like I do hope she doesn't move out before she's financially ready. That's the only thing. You don't want to move out on emotion. Make sure definitely the finances are in order, the jobs are in order, and everything. Because you don't want to move out and then have to come back. I feel like that's important, that she needs to make sure she's
very
set
good
financially
point.
before
Very good. We probably should have thrown her a little healing
Joyce,
too.
are you back? Oh yes.
I am. Here I am.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you girls?
We are great.
We are so glad that we were finally able to get the show on tonight, because it was a little hairy there for a while.
Yes, it was.
You aren't
Well,
in the
it was
line
only
of the
because-
fires out there, are you?
I'm kind of by the fires, but none have affected me. But my family is by the ones in Ventura, one in Sylmar, my nephews. But nobody they've had to evacuate, but not.
Well, blessings on that. Let's hope if only we could ship this rain that we've got. I mean, we're getting inches of rain, and it really is needed over there. Yes, it is. Well, Joyce, what can we do for you tonight? What would be your question?
I want to know what's happening to me in 2018.
What's happening in 2018? Do you have anything specific in mind, like relationship or job? Or
relationship would be nice.
Relationship.
I have a great
time. Love.
We like that. We like that.
Love in the new year.
We like that. So, Joyce, are you dating anyone right now, or have you been?
No, I am not.
Okay. So, do you actively look, or are you just kind of waiting to see what comes up?
I'm waiting to see what comes up.
It's the best way.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a great idea.
That's how you actually get a true soulmate, a long-lasting partner. And, you can cruise all the nightclubs you want and things like that. I just think you're going to get a certain caliber that's out in the clubs that isn't necessarily going to turn out to be a good homebody or. And
I think if you're where you want to be in life, you'll attract what you want.
I agree.
I think it's really important to think about where you are. Is this am I happy right now? Is this what I want to be doing? And that's what you'll attract.
Okay, Joyce, based on what I see in your cards, I want you to really put some effort into facing the new year as if you have turned the page on the past and it's a brand new, pristine, virgin year in front of you, where you are going to feel in control of your happiness, of your future, and of the love. You have so much love to give. Sometimes the right person doesn't come along until we reach that pinnacle that we need to reach to be ready. You know, had somebody come along 3 years ago, she would not be the person who's getting ready now. All right, so I can tell that you've not had an easy road in life. In some ways, boy, it's been a struggle for you, and I don't think you like to talk about it much because I think, Joyce, you're a person that would really rather walk on the sunnier side of the street. What do you think? Yes?
Absolutely.
There she is. Yep.
That's a good way
But
to
it
be.
hasn't been that bad. I mean, I haven't had a partner, a boyfriend in a while, but, I mean, I have a great job and stuff like that.
That's wonderful. What did you say earlier about having your own life?
Yes, yes, exactly. Then you can draw on what you want. That's great.
Well, sometimes in terms of having had a rough life, it goes all the way back to childhood or going through school. Back in the day, you might have had some teachers that were, you know, some of them are borderline abusive with what they dole out. I'm just seeing in your cards that you have had some rough patches over the years, but she's very strong. You have a strength and a resilience that is really amazing, I think. Now, pertaining to love, there is someone you are going to see. First of all, are you invited to any holiday parties or events?
I am.
Well, at one of these, I am seeing, do you see this?
I sure do.
You've got the King of Hearts here, and the person that is depicted as a heart in the deck is like a teddy bear. This is somebody that can be very commanding in terms of their work, but they're all heart. They're a teddy bear in their private life. Very caring, very attentive. This would be the kind of man that would want to cater to her needs.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So what I see is going to happen during this social event is he's going to want to try to get very well acquainted with you in the atmosphere of this party. But you know, it's often hard when you're meeting people and somebody says, "Oh, hey, come on over here. We want to show you something."
Right. So she needs to keep her eyes open, maybe, during the party.
And
I will, and my ears.
Good, because if you see a man who's a bit struggling, see, there's frustration on his part.
Yes.
You see a man that's struggling a little bit to try to hang on to the conversational ball with you, it wouldn't hurt to say something like, "Now, let me know, Don, what you think." Maybe we should
give
get
him a
together and have
hand.
a cup of coffee sometime.
Yeah.
Something, or, you know, we could always do lunch and talk more about this.
Right.
It's not necessarily asking him out. It's
Right.
just a friendly invitation.
Exactly.
A friendly invitation. Okay, that party's coming
Joyce,
up on
how are you feeling physically? You feeling all right? And mentally?
I'm doing good. I have a little bit of pain, but I'm doing good.
You said you have
need
some
a knee
pain?
replacement
You said she has pain.
Yeah.
Where's your pain?
in my knee.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
So I'm sending you healing right now. My hands were going a little nutso, but you sounded happy, so I was confused.
Oh, I
Okay.
know I am. No, I'm good.
That's a good way to be. That is so good.
So, yeah.
2018 is going to open a door. It's almost like being in the movie The Wizard of Oz. Remember when she opened the door and all those flowers were in bloom? That's what I'm perceiving for you.
That's great.
Opening the door to a year where you can make your fondest wishes and dreams come true. It's seriously right in front of you. So let's talk about how she can manifest this.
So visualize, maybe even at the party, that you're meeting someone and that you're talking and having a great time. And even further into the future, visualize with as much detail as possible. And then you're so upbeat and happy. I feel like that's half the battle. You know what I mean? And people are so attracted to that.
Well,
They're
the energy,
so attracted to
it's
it.
a high vibration.
Yes. definitely. So I feel like you're well on your way.
Oh, I think so
Well,
too.
lady.
And Joyce, you'll have to call us back.
Yes.
And give us a play-by-play.
From the party.
From the
You
party.
can Skype us and show us what he looks like.
Okay.
Well, you just keep your spirits high, hun, because your new year is your Christmas present. Watch and see. So please.
I can't wait.
Oh, I can't either.
I know, me neither.
So
Okay,
please do
my
call
baby.
us again. We'll give you more readings and we'll really get a handle on this for you.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much. Merry Christmas.
Yes, same to you.
Okay.
All right, we're coming up
Thanks
on
a
the
lot.
top of the hour.
Okay.
Daryl, did you have someone for us?
Okay.
No?
Well,
No
let's give out
last
the
minute
number.
readings?
We got about 10 minutes. 909-792-5222. If you'd like to call, we got about 10 minutes left.
Right.
And we could probably squeeze in one more reading.
And we could, definitely. And while
Mm-hmm.
we're waiting for our last caller, Joyce, I hope you're still out there. Remember, you've won a free 30-minute reading from me for being our, well,
Second
she'd be
caller.
our third because Elizabeth was.
Oh, that's right. Right.
So make sure you send me a message so I can set it up for us to
Mm-hmm.
talk privately, and we'll see each other during video chat. It's
Ooh.
going to be nice.
That's
Everybody out there, give yourself a gift for Christmas. Get the Psychic Love Doctor, app for your smartphone, wherever you get your apps from. It's free, and it's an opportunity for you to give yourself readings. I want to share a little something with you about how I even use it. Now, it's going to be a one-card reading, but you can keep advancing that into tell me more details. Well, for instance, last week, I've been a bit on the outs with a certain relative of mine, and I wanted to know how she was feeling about me. Well, the app showed me the 10 of Diamonds, which is a card pertaining to money. And all of a sudden it occurred to me that this female relative was wanting to retaliate within the framework of our argument by returning every dollar that I had spent in gifts and to help for her and her family. But it was a gesture meant to control, gesture meant to, one-upsmanship. But it's interesting how, what was it, Daryl, the very next day, we heard from her husband, and he said, in a text, and he said, well, she wants to send you back every dollar that you ever spent on her.
And I say, take it. Take it.
See how this app is just awesome in the sense that it will give you a clue about what's coming up. So please visit your app store and get the Psychic Love Doctor app.
Yes.
All right.
That's right.
And Dawn, you might mention that you are available for distance healing.
Yes, I am. We can, my email will be on the Psychic Love Doctor website.
Yeah, for the
So
show.
you can, yes. And then you can look on there and see, and you can send me a message and we can set something up. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah. All right. I feel like everyone must be out Christmas shopping.
I'm thinking that's what it is. So here we are. Normally we have calls flooding us until the very end.
That's right. Well, I'd like to give a plug to Miss Deborah Lee, who wrote a book called The Message, and it is amazing. And I read it, and it was very easy to follow. And myself and my sons have been practicing with the cards and learning to read them. And I actually, it's very fun, and it really does. Especially for things that, you might ask a question and the answer might come up in a week or so, and it's usually right.
It is like having a new set of eyes.
Yeah, once you learn how to do it. I mean, you have to kind of use your own intuitive.
Oh, you do, and it's practice.
Yes.
But I have never felt that being able to give readings of this nature is a gifted blessing or something that came from the universe or the higher power. And that's what a lot of readers want you to think.
Right.
They are so gifted.
Well, and we're all intuitive. Everyone's intuitive. You just have to sit still and listen. Just be quiet and listen.
And it's a skill like any other.
It's a muscle you have to exercise.
You can't become, like, say, a brain surgeon without a lot of study and practice.
Right. Exactly.
And this is the very same. So I do teach it, and all the instructions are available in my book.
And it does let you not just what the cards mean, but also how to read them, what each section means.
Right.
So that really is helpful to get you moving in the right direction.
And also, you can get a hold of us at any time from the Psychic Love Doctor show page. There's a message button, or I believe the email address is available on Kcaa too. So I want to mention, since we were talking about holiday parties, we're going to have one ourselves on New Year's Eve.
Facebook Live party.
Yes, we are. So we did this last year and got such a great response that we're going to do it again.
Pajama party. So you have to wear your pajamas to join us.
And it'll start about 10 o'clock Eastern, and we will let the ball drop at midnight and carry on till about 1 a.m.
That's right. So you'll be doing readings. So people can call in. We'll give out a number, and they can call in and get readings. And then in between readings, we'll hop up and have a great time and dance and whatever.
And we
else.
have prizes that we will be awarding to those who attend. So maybe keep this in the back burner for yourself, that you don't have to go out and deal with all those crazy.
Yes.
Isn't it considered?
Yeah, I won't even go out. I mean,
it
well,
is.
and even it's not you drinking and driving; it's the other people drinking and
And
driving.
that's why if
That's what worries me.
if you're holding a party, maybe offer all your guests a chance
well,
to
that's
stay
what we're
over.
doing. Everyone's sleeping over. We're not letting anyone drive home.
Right, we're not.
Yeah, we're just going to throw people wherever we can throw them.
And Joe in the control room is going to fly out and make us all breakfast in the morning.
Ooh, we'll take that. We will take that.
Yeah, won't that be great? So to all of you, those down south that are getting snowed in, those in California who are heavy on our hearts with your homes and businesses, and some of them their treasured pets, you know, it's a big tragedy. Our hearts are with you, and we're going to keep a space for you in our hearts as you folks come through this. And just know that your friends on the East Coast are very concerned and worried about you.
Yes.
We sure are. We sure are. And this people getting snow, it's north of us and it's south of us, and doggone it, we want some too.
No, we don't. No one in Virginia Beach knows how to drive in the snow.
Nobody in Virginia knows how to drive.
Half an inch and it shuts down.
Well, the whole town. I think that's crazy.
It shuts down.
It
does.
Back home where I'm from, getting 3-4 feet of snow is standard. Up in
And I
northern.
remember playing out in the snow when we were little kids, and now they don't even let them go outside if it's
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, I mean, they want to go outside in the snow. That's fun. Build a snowman. They don't feel the cold like we do.
I seen the ultimate though a few years ago.
What,
When
Daryl?
it snowed. I was running down to the store and roads were just slushy. But there's a guy cross country skiing down the sidewalk.
I love it. You see everything.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, folks, it was kind of a hour of just having a good time, just sitting around, and we hope that you've enjoyed listening
We
to us.
appreciate those who called us and messaged us. We really love hearing from everybody, and you can call us next week at
That's right.
Kcaa Radio, and the number's 909-792-5222. Give us a call.
And we are simultaneously on Facebook Live. Get us from the Psychic Love Doctor Show Facebook page. We're getting short, and they're going to kick us out of here any minute, so we should hurry up, get some last words in, and just let you all know that we love when you call us and you attend our shows. A lot of you watch these as, what would you call them, archived?
Yes.
Yeah. And you get a hold of us and you share a lot of feedback. Remember, you can always send us a question if you can't actually attend.
That's right. We actually answer those all the time. It
We
happens
do.
a lot. Well, Daryl will read them to us, and we'll be able to answer questions. And it's really actually wonderful if you can't call. Send us a message.
So please join us again. We love having you with us. And we will be here, same bat channel, same bat time.
Give us the words of your grandmother.
And
I
in
like
the
those.
words of Ruth, who was my very beloved grandmother, she said, "To dream is to believe. Once you believe, all things are possible." And I believe that with all my heart. Blessings and love to you all. Stay safe.
Yes, stay safe. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yep. Well, I guess we can say also Merry Christmas if you can't join us for Christmas.
Happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating.
Hanukkah.
Whatever, Kwanzaa. We're all there.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
See you later.
you.
Shall we be the shoes of truth?